Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last session we have discussed about molecular velocities, three types of molecular velocities. Okay, most probable velocity, average velocity and root mean square velocities. Okay, well, now in this session we go for van der Waals equation. Okay, van der Waals equation for gases. Well, a scientist called van der Waal made following two corrections in a ideal gas expression. We know that ideal gas expression, what it is? So ideal gas expression is PV is equal to nRT for 1 mole of a gas. It is the ideal gas expression or ideal gas equation. Well, he made two corrections in the ideal gas expression so that that equation is holds good for real gases. Well, later on we can notice the differences. Okay, later on we consider the differences between ideal gas and real gas. Well, now in this session we look for just a van der Waals equation. Well, van der Waal made two following corrections. One is the pressure corrections and another one is the volume correction. So in ideal gas expression he made some changes with respect to volume as well as pressure. That is pressure corrections and volume corrections. Well, we try to understand what are those pressure and volume corrections. Later on we consider the changed form of equation, changed form of ideal gas equation, which is referred as a van der Waals equation. Well, let us consider volume correction. Okay, let us consider the volume made by van der Waal. Well, if I consider real gases, okay, real gases means which do not obey. Real gases are nothing but these are the gases which do not obey or which do not holds good ideal gas expression. ಯಾವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು real gases ಅಂತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the real gases which do not obey ideal gas equation at all temperature and pressures. Such gases are referred as a real gases. Practically, whatever the gases exist in the nature, all are real gases only. Remember, all the gases are real gases only. There are gases which nearly behave as a ideal. Such gases are referred as a ideal gases. Okay. So here, molecules of a real gases. Okay, molecules of real gases possess definite volume. Are you agree with this? Yes, all the gases have a definite volume. Consider they possess definite volume. That is, I am considering real gases. Well, if B is the effective volume of molecules per mole of a gas, what I am specifying? B is the effective volume of the molecules per mole of a gas. Then ideal volume will be V minus B. Since real gases have a definite volume, and if I consider B is the effective volume of a molecules per mole of a gas, then ideal volume will be this V minus B. V is the volume of a gas according to ideal gas expressions. What about B? B is the effective volume of a molecules per mole of a gas. Therefore, now ideal volume becomes what? V minus B. Okay. Well, therefore, if I consider corrected volume Vi, okay, Vi will be equal to, so that corrected volume Vi will be equal to V minus B. Okay. Yes. If I consider for n moles, that corrected volume Vi means for ideal gas, it will be equal to V minus n into B. So B is the excluded volume, V is the volume of a gas, so Vi is the corrected volume. It will be difference between volume of a gas minus excluded volume. Okay, is the total volume. V indicating total volume in the expression, out of which some volume will be excluded. So minus NB. So N indicate here N moles of a gas. Okay. So here the corrected volume will be Vi is equal to V minus NB. It is for N mole of a gas. Okay. Where B is considered as a excluded volume. Now consider that the excluded volume is actually, what is the relation between volume of a gas and excluded volume? Means that excluded volume is 4 times the actual volume of a molecule of a gas. Since if I consider bimolecular collisions of spheres of radius 2r. Consider r is the radius of one sphere. So you consider this is the one gaseous molecule spherical in shape, is the another gaseous molecule which is also spherical in shape. It's the center of the gaseous molecule, and r is the individual radius. So total distance what? 2r. So we are considering a bimolecular collisions. Bimolecular means there are two gaseous molecules, they are colliding with each other. Okay, of radius, total radius how much? 2r. So here is the one molecule, is the one gaseous molecule, is the another gaseous molecule, they are colliding with one another. So both are get separated by total distance how much? 2r. And what this sphere dotted line indicating is the excluded volume. Okay, it indicating excluded volume of these two bimolecular molecules. Well, this excluded volume per pair of molecule, excluded volume per pair of molecule will be equal to, okay, volume of a sphere is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? 4 by 3 pi r. Here what is the distance? 2r. Okay, radius means the total distance between bimolecules, two molecules. So we are saying pair of molecules. So 4 by 3 pi r 2r raised to cube. Well, if you simplify it, 2 raised to 3 means 8. 8 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, or if I consider per molecule, it is for pair of molecules, means two molecules. Now for one molecule, excluded volume per molecule is equal to, means it is a two molecule. For one molecule, we have to multiply this quantity with 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 8 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So if you simplify it, how much? It will be 4 into 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. What it is? Volume occupied by one molecule, each molecule. So excluded volume per molecule, which is equal to 4 into volume occupied by molecule. Okay. Well, so here B, excluded volume B is equal to Na into 4 into the bracket 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here what is this Na indicating? Na indicating the number of gaseous molecules, or in particular it is the Avogadro's number. Okay. So B is a constant, this value will be constant, and it depends on what? It depends on the nature of a gas. This excluded volume is a constant and it depends on nature of a gas. Okay. Well, now if I consider unit for B, actually what? B is a excluded volume, right? So for n number of molecules, V is equal to NB, we have considered that, or B is equal to V by N. Just we are rearranging it, equating for B, B is equal to V by N. What is V? Volume. How volume is expressed? In terms of liters, dm cube, meter cube. And what about N? N is the number of molecules or moles. So overall unit will be liter per mole, or liter. Volume can also be expressed in terms of meter cube per mole in SI system, or decimeter cube per mole. Any of the unit can be considered. So B is the excluded volume and its unit will be liter per mole, or meter cube per mole, or decimeter cube per mole. Well, then second one, pressure corrections. So we have completed the volume correction concept. Now consider the pressure corrections. Well, the intermolecular forces in between gas molecules are equal and opposite. If I consider intermolecular forces between the gaseous molecules, it will be equal, okay, will be equal and opposite. Therefore what happens? They cancel each other. Whenever two gaseous molecules collide with each other, okay, is the one gaseous molecule, is the another gaseous molecule. Whenever two or more gaseous molecules, consider two gaseous molecules collide with each other, because of equal intermolecular forces, what happens? They just collide and bounce back. They collide and bounce back. So here the intermolecular force in between the gas molecules are equal and they are opposite in direction. Therefore whenever they collide, okay, they just bounce back. But a gas molecule which is just going to strike the wall of the vessel, Okay, on the other hand, what is the scenario here? A gas molecule which strikes the wall of the vessel experiences an inward pull due to imbalanced attractive forces. So here, if molecules collide with each other, intermolecular forces are acting equal and in opposite direction, therefore they collide and just bounce back. But in case of gas, second scenario, what we are saying, when gaseous molecule they strike the walls of a vessel or a container, what happens? They experience inward pull. Okay, they bounce back in a different directions because of imbalanced attractive forces. Well, so consider is the wall of a container or a vessel. When a molecule, gaseous molecule strikes the wall, is going to bounce back because of imbalanced attractive forces. Okay, so it strikes the wall with less momentum. Because of this, it strikes the wall with less momentum. And if I consider absorbed pressure, these are the absorbed, as it moves back, we can experience absorbed pressure here. The absorbed pressure will be less than the ideal pressure. Means whatever the absorbed pressure which is less than the ideal pressure of a gas molecule. So here we can say here ideal pressure which is equal to absorbed pressure POBS plus P1 or P prime. So what is P prime? P prime is the pressure correction. Okay. So here, because of imbalanced forces acting on the gaseous molecule, what happens is going to strike the wall with less momentum. Because of this, absorbed pressure will be less than ideal pressure. Therefore, what is the relation here? Ideal pressure will be equal to absorbed pressure plus some pressure values. That P1 here we considered, or P prime, it is the pressure corrections. Okay. So the attractive forces exerted on a single molecule about to strike the wall is directly proportional to number of molecules per unit volume in the bulk of the gas. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು relation ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, the attractive force exerted on a single molecule about to strike the wall, which is directly proportional to number of molecules per unit volume in the bulk of a gas. So both are directly proportional. If the more the number of molecules, that attractive force exerted on a single molecule will be more, so that it strikes the wall. If less number of molecules per unit volume, less is the attractive force to strike the wall of a container. Okay, so the number of molecules striking the wall is proportional to number of molecules per unit volume of the gas. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದರ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ? Number of molecules striking the wall which is proportional to what? Number of molecules per unit volume of a gas. These factors are proportional to density or number of molecules per unit volume of the gas. So therefore we say that pressure correction P1 or P prime, which is directly proportional to total attractive forces. Okay, if the total attractive force is more, that pressure correction is also more. If total attractive force is less, pressure correction is also less. So in turn, which is directly proportional to square of the density, or which is inversely proportional to square of the volume. So here overall P1 pressure correction is equal to A by V square. So here A is a constant. So the A depends on what? Depends on the nature of a gas. So P1 or I can say pressure correction, which is equal to A by V square. Here A is a constant, it depends on the nature of a gas, and V is the volume of a gas. Now the corrected pressure Pi corrected will be P absorbed plus P1. P1 is nothing but what? A by V square. By doing corrections to the ideal gas equation, what is that converted form? Converted form will be, we know that ideal gas expression is PV, right? PV is equal to nRT. So P means what? P is the P plus A by V square. V volume correction, V minus NB, V minus B for gaseous molecules, V minus B, which is equal to RT. And for if I consider for N number of moles, so P plus n square A divided by V square. It is the pressure correction. Total pressure plus pressure correction. Then for volume, for n number of moles, V minus Nb is the volume of a gas minus Nb is the volume correction. So minus Nb, which is equal to nRT. So with this equation, P plus n square A divided by V square into V minus Nb, which is equal to nRT. This equation is obeyed by real gases over a wide range of temperature and pressure. So is the corrected form of an ideal gas, which is applicable for real gases over entire range of or a wide range of temperature and pressures. So this equation itself called van der Waals equation. So here we have to concentrate on this equation, P plus n square A divided by V square into V minus Nb, which is equal to nRT. Okay, so this equation is called a van der Waals equation. So pressure plus pressure correction, volume minus volume correction into nRT. Pressure P plus n square A divided by V square for n number of moles, volume V minus n number of minus n into B. So B is the excluded volume or volume correction, is equal to nRT. Okay. Now if I consider units of A, so A is a pressure correction. So A, that P is equal to A n square divided by V square, or equate for A is equal to P V square by n square. So pressure is expressed in terms of atmosphere, volume in terms of liter, so volume square, so liter square, n number of moles, so mole raised to minus 2. So for A constant, its unit will be atmosphere liter square per mole square. Then if I consider unit for B, we already said is the volume correction, V is equal to Nb, or B is equal to V by N. Volume is expressed in terms of liter and number of moles are expressed in terms of mole. So liter per mole or meter cube per mole or decimeter cube per mole. Then if I consider significance of A and significance of B, the constant values. So what is the significance of A means in the expression? Say A gives an idea about intermolecular forces. Okay, what that A is signifying? It signifies the idea of intermolecular forces. So larger the value of A, larger the intermolecular attraction of the gas molecules. Gases having higher value of A can be liquefied easily. Means here we know that liquefaction of a gas in turn depends on what? Depends on the intermolecular attractions. Okay, intermolecular attractions. If intermolecular attractions are more, okay, intermolecular attractions are more, liquefaction of a gas is also more. So what we are saying, the value of A is directly proportional to intermolecular forces, in turn liquefactions. So overall we are saying that A signifies the idea about intermolecular forces. Larger the value of A, greater is the intermolecular force of attraction, hence such gases can be easily liquefied. Means with the help of A values, let us say there are three gases A, B and C. These are the gases and their corresponding A value. Consider A, B and C. Three gases corresponding A value. Just I am considering 2, 5, 8. Just to understand this. Now here, which gas can be easily liquefied means the gas with higher value of A can be easily liquefied. Say C gas having high A value can be easily liquefied because A value in turn indicating what? Intermolecular forces. Larger the A value, greater is the intermolecular forces of attraction. Therefore, C value can be easily liquefied than B than A. Okay, this is the sequence. Then significance of B, if I consider van der Waals constant. What it is the excluded volume or volume correction. Van der Waals constant B represents what? It represents the excluded volume. That is, it is 4 times the volume occupied by the gas per mole. The value of B remains constant over a wide range of temperature and pressure, which implies that gas molecules are incompressible. So what happens here? that value of B which remains constant over a wide range of temperature and pressure, which indicating molecules are compressible in nature. Okay, just consider an MCQ here. The excluded volume is dash times the actual volume of a gas molecule. So how many times? 2, 3, 4, 5. So answer is 4 times. That excluded volume is 4 times the actual volume of a gas molecule. Okay. Then unit of B in van der Waals equation. B is volume correction, right? So what we said? So V is equal to N into B, or further equated for N. N is equal to equated for B. B is equal to N by V by N. So here volume, N means number of moles. Look for the options here. So liter per mole. Yes, volume is expressed in terms of liter. Number of moles per mole. Meter cube per mole. It's also correct. dm cube per mole. Decimeter cube per mole. All of these. So what is the answer? Answer is all of these. Since volume is expressed in terms of liter, meter cube as well as dm cube, in the denominator number of moles, so per mole. All three options are true. Okay. Van der Waals equation is, okay, Van der Waals equation we already considered. Just look for the options now. So first, P minus n square A by V into V minus NB is equal to nRT. P plus NA by V square into V plus NB is equal to nRT. P plus N square A by V square into V plus NB is equal to nRT naught. D, P plus N square A by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. So for n mole of moles, for n number of moles, so what is the expression? Yes, is the fourth one. P plus N square A divided by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT is the correct option. Okay, well, it's about version. So with this, I'm going to conclude about this session. Again, in the next session, we go for other concept. Thank you. Be safe.